trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Laken's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to switch over to the desktop.
Last year, I told Laken's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law, your 47th president, mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety.
Okay.
It's a very strong, powerful act.
The other day, it didn't have nobody on. And I couldn't understand what happened. Okay, let's see. YouTube. Oh.
Thank you. Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed. Now, just as I promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America. But there still is much work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know, Alexis Nungari from Houston. Wonderful woman. Last June, Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn, walked to a nearby convenience store. She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered. Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are two illegal alien monsters from Venezuela, released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter, and Earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order? Thank you very much. All three savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members of the Venezuelan prison gang, the toughest gang, they say, in the world, known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I officially designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations. They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless thousands of these terrorists were welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever. With us this evening is a warrior on the front lines of that battle. Border Patrol agent
Trump should have been a comedian, because that's what he acted like. A straight comedian. A straight comedian. A straight comedian.
In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande, near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me. When heavily armed gunmen started shooting at them. Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much.
Roberto, he want to see you back too.
Thank you, Roberto. And I actually got to know him on my many calls to the border. He's a great gentleman. The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war on America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
How are we going to do that, President Trump?
5 nights ago, Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this, handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever. But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring.
Oh. Oh, video went out. Hold on. I don't know what happened. The video went out. I'm not sure what happened. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it back.
Has been turned upside down by radical left
That's my internet.
lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually ceased enforcing the law against dangerous repeat offenders while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me. My administration has acted swiftly and decisively to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck. Good luck. Pam Bondi.
President Trump, he really think he's a comedian for real.
You're going to do a great job. Cash, thank you. Thank you, Cash.
What is Cash doing? All that.
They've already started very strong. They're going to do a fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of them. We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous job, but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it.
People.
This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are unbelievable people, and we'll never forget them. And besides that, they voted for me in record numbers, so I have no choice.
President Trump, I'm telling y'all, President Trump, he should do stand up.
1 year ago this month,
He should do stand up.
31-year-old New York police officer Jonathan Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great officer, was gunned down at a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to his funeral. The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a real bad one. The thug in the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and one-year-old son, Ryan, it was very inspirational, actually. His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you very much.
Wow. That's a shame. That's a shame. That is a shame.
Stephanie, we're going to make sure that Ryan knows his dad was a true hero, New York's finest, and we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, and we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests. They push people into subway trains. They hit people over the head, back of the head with baseball bats. We got to get them out of here. I've already signed an executive order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy.
What about
into
the police
permanent
officers
law.
that murder innocent people? What about that? What about that?
I'm also asking for a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed.
Innocent people don't want to be
Joining
out
us in the
either.
gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
Okay, DJ. Okay, DJ. DJ like, hey, you strong arming me, Daddy.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
Wow. All right, DJ. All right, DJ. All right, DJ. You made it, DJ. You made it, DJ.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret
Look
Service.
at DJ. DJ said, I ain't come here for all that, but I'll take it. DJ said, I'll take it. I ain't come for all that, but I'll take it. Look at it. Oh, my God. Now, this is the best part. It's priceless. Look at it. That's priceless. This is the best part of the whole, whatever, what is it? Address to Congress. Oh. You gotta give it up for the kids. Give it up for the kids. You cannot give it up for DJ. Come on, DJ. Go ahead on, DJ. You're a Secret Service now, DJ.
Thank you, DJ. DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a chemical he was exposed to when he was younger. Since 1975, rates of child cancer have increased by more than 40%.
That's sad.
Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, Jr.
We'll see what Robert do. We'll see what he do. We'll see what Robert Kennedy Jr. do. Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
With the name Kennedy, you would have thought everybody over here would have been cheering. How quickly they
Why are you
forget.
trying to be funny? I'm telling you,
Our
Trump think
goal
he a
is
comedian,
to
y'all.
get toxins out of our environment,
He is not taking
poisons
his
out
job
of our
serious.
food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 36. There's something
believe
wrong.
the
1 in
numbers.
36. Think of that. So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on. Okay, Bobby, good luck. It's a very important job. Thank you.
Okay, Bobby, we'll see what you're working with, Bobby. We'll see.
Thank you. My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January Littlejohn and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl. Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns. They, them pronoun, actually, all without telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I gotta fix that. Sorry, y'all.
Thank you. Stories like this are why, shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology. I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth. And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
He said it, the kids are
And our
trapped in the wrong
message
body.
to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Wait, he said they did. What the hell, child?
Because we're getting wokeness out of our schools and out of our military, and it's already out, and it's out of our society. We don't want it. Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel better? Our service members won't be activists and ideologues. They will be fighters and warriors. They will fight for our country. And Pete, congratulations. Secretary of Defense, congratulations. And he's not big into the woke movement, I can tell you. I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years, and that all armed services are having among the best recruiting results ever in the history of our services. What a difference. And you know, it was just a few months ago where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere. We couldn't recruit. Now we're having the best results just about that we've ever had. What a tremendous turnaround. It's really a beautiful thing to see. People love our country again. It's very simple. They love our country, and they love being in our military again. So it's a great thing, and thank you very much. Great job.
Who is he asking this? Because I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
We're joined tonight by a young man, Jason Hartley, who knows the weight of that call of duty. Jason's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all wore the uniform. Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a 6-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant
He said
student
they
with a
say.
4.46, that's good,
Who
GPA.
say they say?
And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets.
Boy, it's gonna be some mad people. It's gonna be some mad people who've been trying to get in West Point. Oh, they gonna be mad. Look at the little boy back there. Baby, it's gonna be some mad people. Oh, it's gonna be some mad people that's been trying to get in West Point, and this boy right here
Thank you.
got in there.
Jason,
Baby,
you're gonna
it's
be on
all
the
about who
long
you
gray
know.
line, Jason. As
Who you know?
Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future.
Who you know, not
As
what
a
you know.
first
Remember
step,
that.
I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland. All
He
made
asking
in the
Congress to
USA.
do a lot. He asking Congress to do a whole lot. Baby, the deficit done shot up all through the clouds and everything.
Wanted to do it long ago, but the technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the technology. It's incredible, actually. And other places they have it. Israel has it. Other places have it. And the United States should have it too, right, Tim, right? They should have it too. So I want to thank you. But it's a very, very important. This is a very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military shipbuilding.
Baby, Trump is about to send the deficit through the roof. The deficit about to go through the roof.
And for that purpose,
He want
I'm
Congress to do
announcing
all
tonight
this stuff.
that we will create a new Office of Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to bring this industry home to America where it belongs. We used to make so many ships. We don't make them anymore very much, but we're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it.
He said he reclaiming the Panama Canal.
Just today,
Okay,
a large American
okay.
company announced they are
We'll see.
buying both ports around
We'll
the
see,
Panama
y'all.
Canal.
He's saying a
And
lot.
lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal.
Rubio
and a
be
couple of
looking
other canals.
lost.
The Panama Canal was built by Americans for
He be looking lost,
Americans,
y'all.
not for others.
Like, I don't even know why I'm
But
here.
others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1, but that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
You just gonna take it back? You just gonna take it back? Like that?
And we have Marco Rubio in charge. Good luck, Marco. Now,
Y'all,
You know,
Marco,
the
like,
president,
I don't even know why I
well.
took this job. I should have stayed
Marco's
at
been
the,
amazing,
in,
and he's
in
going to
the
do a
Senate.
great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes. You know,
in
he was
his
approved
mind, he's
with
saying,
actually
why did I do
99,
it?
but
Why did
the
I do it?
100th was this gentleman, and I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes, and I'm either very, very happy about that, or I'm very concerned about it.
Baby, Trump is
He's
throwing
already
Rubio
proven,
under the
he's
bus.
a great gentleman. He's respected by everybody, and we appreciate you
Under
voting
the
for Marco.
bus.
He's going to do a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. He's doing a great job.
Under the bus.
Great job. And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security. And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security. America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
Let us see him. Let us see him. Let us see him. Let us see him when they taking him off the plane. Let us see him before I believe you. I gotta see him first before I believe it. Let us see him. I don't believe it. Let us see him. We got to see him first before we can believe
I want to
it.
thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster. This was a very momentous day for those
he
13
was in
families who I
Pakistan.
actually got to
Okay.
know very well, most of them, whose children were murdered, and the many people that were so badly, over 42 people, so badly injured on that fateful day in Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such incompetence was shown that when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was. Should have never happened. Grossly incompetent people.
He had
I
to
spoke
bring
to
up
many of
Putin.
the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords. And now we're going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People have been talking about that so much
Baby,
lately
Trump
with
is
everything going on with
promising
Ukraine
the
and Russia.
world
But a lot
that
of
Congress
things are
gonna
happening in
pass
the Middle
all of
East.
this stuff.
Rough neighborhood,
I want to
actually.
see it. I
I'm
want to
also
see
working
it.
tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything.
And no security.
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
I'm telling you, President Trump, he really think he a comedian. He really think he a comedian.
2,000 people
Why you
are
talking
being
about
killed
Elizabeth?
every single week.
He talking about
More than
Elizabeth
that.
Warren's Pocahontas.
They're Russian young
He
people.
wrong for that.
They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop. Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and
He
gas
call that lady
than they have
Pocahontas.
spent
He
on
wrong.
defending Ukraine by
He's
far.
wrong
Think of
for
that. They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion, like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened. And they've spent $100 billion. What a difference that is. And we have an ocean separating us, and they don't. But we're getting along very well with them, and lots of good things are happening. Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe that they wouldn't have stopped it and said at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. But that didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts.
President
We
Trump
do
said
really
his strong
value how much
leadership.
America has done to help
Okay,
Ukraine
President Trump.
maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Okay, we'll see, because they done backed out before the man said, are they, is Putin really ready? Because he already said he backed out last time. So we gonna see. We're gonna have to see. He said the same thing last time the man said.
It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They
His
knew he
mama
was
looked at
innocent,
him
but
like
they
you
had no
did.
idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother,
Oh, she looks
Malphine,
good, 95. God.
that we would bring her boy safely back home.
Wow.
After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
Wow, it's gonna look good, 95. Wait, former Russian hostage. Baby. They just, oh Lord.
To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us.
I'm glad Mark back.
As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years.
Wow.
I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not
that's
so
when the guy
lucky.
was trying to.
Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was hit really hard.
He said, "Corey,
You know the
really
story
hard."
from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. 2 others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their 2 beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
He was like, yeah, exactly, on both sides.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his 3 beautiful ladies right now, and he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave us all with a shining example of the selfless devotion of a true American patriot. It was love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love like Corey's that is going to make our country more majestic than ever before. I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that.
Okay, we gonna see now. Don't be saying that, President Trump, and you don't do right by America through God. Don't be saying that, because God will be down on you now.
Thank you very much. From the patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware to the trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk to the astronauts who touched the moon, Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free, and we will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters, and survivors. Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean strode into the unknown wilderness and carved their fortunes from the rock and soil of a perilous and very dangerous frontier. They chased our destiny across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the Empire State Building, the mighty Hoover Dam, and the towering Golden Gate Bridge. They lit the world with electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished the communists, fascists, and Marxists all over the world, and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age, these workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities, these warriors who shed their blood on fields of battle and gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty, and it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and wealthiest and healthiest and most vital communities anywhere in the world. We are going to conquer the vast frontiers of science, and we're going to lead
President Trump,
humanity
we're going to be
into
looking
space
for
and
it.
plant the American flag on the planet Mars and even far beyond.
We're going to be looking for it, President Trump. Don't be up there telling tales now, which equate to lies. Don't be lying now. Are that thing still like that?
And through it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power of the American spirit. And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight, fight, fight for the country our citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve.
We ain't gonna lower them prices. We ain't gonna lower those grocery prices that these people voted for you for. When are you gonna lower the prices, President Trump? You didn't say anything about that, or maybe I missed it. When? When?
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future, because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you. God bless you.
And he right. Nothing like we never seen before. Because guess what? Let me take him off. All right. Hold on. Let me get out of here.
Address the joint session of Congress, the president returning to the presidency and giving his first speech to this joint body. You see the Democrats filing.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about this. I said I might have missed it. I said I was trying to get my computer to work. I might have missed it. Okay, I might have missed it. Look, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the what has occurred today. The tariffs that was put on Canada and Mexico, the 25% tariff. And look, I saw a video today. Excuse me, y'all. I saw a video today about this salesman at this car dealership, and it was I forgot what kind of truck it was. I think it was a Ford or a Chevy, one of them. And the salesman said, I think he was the owner or something. He said that the truck was $80,000. Maybe it was an F-150 Ram or something. I don't remember exactly what the truck was. Okay, y'all. I might have missed the beginning because my computer wasn't working. I have to go back and watch the beginning part because my computer wasn't working. I was trying to get to work. But listen to this right now. So with the tariffs that was put on, the car dealer, the man at the car dealership said that it was some kind of Ford F-150 or something. I forgot the name of the truck, y'all. What is this on my shirt? And he said that the truck was, maybe it was a Dodge Ram. I don't remember, y'all. But he said that it was the truck was $80,000. Whatever kind of truck that was, $80,000, right? So a man was supposed to be coming back. He wanted to purchase the truck, a customer. Well, the salesman said that since the tariffs have been put on Mexico and Canada, the truck has went from $80,000 to $100,000. $20,000 increase, he said, because of the tariffs. And he said that the man not gonna buy it now because that's $20,000 more. And I was like, go back to the 80,000 part for me. And then Target, the CEO at Target, he spoke and he said that with the tariffs increase, he said that you could see that people want to start to see a price difference in about a week. So if you shop at Target, the CEO today said in about a week you'll start to see the prices start to increase at Target. He said because of course they got to pass it off to the customers, the increase in from the tariffs. And I'm like, dang, I'm glad I don't shop at Target. But that's gonna be anywhere though. And then I saw where, I can't remember what, it was a video I saw today. It was on YouTube. And they were saying about the price of eggs. They were saying that eggs, they're projecting the price of eggs to increase over this year by 40%. I said if eggs increase by 40%, a dozen of eggs going to be like $12, $13, depending on what they are now. And I'm just like, that's wow. That is wow. So, yeah, the tariffs are going to have an impact on already from what the people were stating today. From what they were saying today. Target said in about a week. First he said, I thought he said 4 days, but he said within a week. So what y'all think about the tariffs that was put on at midnight? What y'all think about that? No tax on Social Security for retirements. You know Congress got to vote on all this though, right? You know they got to vote on this, squirrel, right? You're aware of that? So, I tell you, he want to do a whole lot. And by him wanting to do all of this stuff, well, he want Congress, the part that I came in on, that he want Congress to, let me go back and see if I can see the beginning part, because let me see what y'all said. He said about the eggs, what he said about in the beginning? The reason is Joe. Oh, okay. He also addressed a 180-year-old person. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and watch the beginning of that then, because So I'm gonna have to go back and watch that part. What he said about what he addressed on the 180-year-old and the So what did y'all take on the on tonight? What we just watched? The president address, Trump address to Congress. What's y'all take on that? What were the takeaways that you all received? And then they took the aid from Ukraine. They stopped the aid from them. Okay, let me see. He said that they'll vote on it because nobody will elect them again if they don't. And then Representative Green got kicked out. He got kicked out of the chamber. I'm trying to see on 9, Senator Murphy said voting for Rubio was a mistake. Confirmation was a mistake. You did not vote for him to take no aid from Ukraine because you didn't even know he was gonna do that, squirrel. You didn't even know he was gonna do that. I caught the end part of it when I was able to log on. I caught the end part of when he got let me see, I can see right here. Hold on. Oh, it was up there. It's not that no more, y'all. Oh, here you go. Let me see if I can click on it. They say not playing. Where's it playing at? It's not playing. Where is it playing at? Well, I thought I could click on it so I could see it. Hold on. I saw the end part when when they was escorting him out. That's when I came in. So what y'all takeaways are as far as the from the address? What's y'all takeaways? Let me see if I could click on it now, because I couldn't click on it earlier. Let's see. Hold on, let me see. Is it connecting? The guy was loud, I think. He was saying loud, he was loud or something like that. So why is it? Yeah, my thing, I'm trying to. Let's see if I can click on it. What would y'all take access to this program? Is not including your speakers. It was a lot of lies. It was a lot of lies. You think so? I know one thing. Congress is gonna be busy. Congress is gonna be busy. He want Congress to approve all these different things that he said. Now I'm gonna tell you what. I know a lot of people gonna be mad because the boy that got into was it West Point? That he's going to West Point. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of mad people about that. That's been trying to get, that want to get in West Point, and for whatever reason, now he just took somebody's spot. Trump just gave that boy somebody's spot. That's been working and working hard trying to get in. It's who you know. It's not what you know. And when people learn that, your life will be so much better when you learn. I did not know my hair was this gray. Golly. I did not know it was this gray. But when people learn that it's not what you know, it's who you know, yeah. It's who you know, not what you know, y'all. But the speech was long. It was long. And he said a lot. He said a lot in the speech. I was trying to find the beginning of the speech. You know what? Maybe I can. I thought maybe I could have went back, but I don't think I can. Let me see.
They sat on their hands almost the entire night tonight.
And as a democracy. So that's what I'm going to lay out tonight. Because whether you're from Wyandotte or Wichita, most
Okay, this
Americans
is the rebuttal,
share
y'all.
three core beliefs.
Let's listen to the rebuttal.
That the middle class is the engine of our country, that strong national security protects us from harm, and that our democracy, no matter how messy, is unparalleled and worth fighting for. Let's start with the economy. Michigan literally invented the middle class. The revolutionary idea that you
This
can
the
work
rebuttal
in an
from the
auto plant and
Democrat.
afford the car you were building.
Senators.
That's
let
the
me show
American
y'all.
dream. And in order to expand and protect the middle class, we have to do a few basic things.
She doing a
We
rebuttal.
need to bring down the price of things we spend the most money on: groceries, housing, healthcare. We need to make more things in America with good-paying union jobs and bring our supply chains back home from places like China. We need to give American businesses the certainty they need to invest
Yep.
and create the jobs of the future. And we
Yep.
need a tax system that's fair for people who don't happen to make $1 billion.
Yep.
Look, the president talked a big game on the economy, but it's always important to read the fine print. So, do his plans actually help Americans get ahead?
That part.
Not even close.
That part.
President Trump is trying to deliver an unprecedented giveaway to his billionaire friends. He's on the hunt to find trillions of dollars to pass along to the wealthiest in America. And to do that, he's going to make you pay in every part of your life.
That part.
Grocery and home prices are going up, not down. And he hasn't laid out
Yes,
a credible plan to
that
deal with
part,
either of those.
Grocery.
His tariffs on allies like Canada will raise prices on energy, lumber, and cars, and start a trade war that will hurt manufacturing and farmers. Your premiums and prescriptions will cost more because the math on his proposals doesn't work without going after your health care. Meanwhile, for those keeping score, the national debt is going up, not down. And if he's not careful, he could walk us right into a recession. And one more thing. In order to pay for his plan, he could very well come after your retirement. The Social Security, Medicare, and VA benefits you worked your whole life to earn. The president claims he won't, but Elon Musk just called Social Security the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. While we're on the subject of Elon Musk, is there anyone in America who is comfortable with him and his gang of 20-year-olds using their own computer servers to poke through your tax returns, your health information, and your bank accounts? No oversight, no protection.
Nobody don't want big balls going through their stuff. I don't.
On what
I
they
don't.
do with your private data. We need a more efficient government. You want to cut waste? I'll help you do it. But change doesn't need to be chaotic or make us less safe. The mindless firing of people who work to protect our nuclear weapons, keep our planes from crashing, and conduct the research that finds the cure for cancer, only to rehire them 2 days later. No CEO in America could do that without being summarily fired.
Yep.
Okay, so we've talked about economic security. How about national security? Let's start with the border. As someone who spent my whole career protecting our homeland, every country deserves to know who and what is coming across its border. Period. Democrats and Republicans should all be for that. But securing the border without actually fixing our broken immigration system is dealing with the symptom and not the disease. America is a nation of immigrants. We need a functional system keyed to the needs of our economy that allows vetted people to come and work here legally. So I look forward to the president's plan on that. Because here's the thing. Today's world is deeply interconnected. Migration, cyber threats, AI, environmental destruction, terrorism. One nation cannot face these issues alone. We need friends in all corners, and our safety depends on it. President Trump loves to say peace through strength. That's actually a line he stole from Ronald Reagan. But let me tell you, after the spectacle that just took place in the Oval Office last
That
week,
President Trump
Reagan
taking from
was
Ronald
firmly in
Reagan,
his
the
grave.
dead.
We all want an end to the war in Ukraine. But Reagan understood that true strength required America to combine our military and economic might with moral clarity. And that scene in the Oval Office wasn't just a bad episode of reality TV. It summed up Trump's whole approach to the world. He believes in cozying up to dictators like Vladimir Putin and kicking our friends like the Canadians in the teeth. He sees American leadership as merely a series of real estate transactions. As a Cold War kid, I'm thankful it was Reagan and not Trump in office in the 1980s.
Oh, Lord, that'd have
Trump
been a mess.
would have lost us the Cold War.
It would have been a mess.
Donald Trump's actions suggest that in his heart, he doesn't believe we're an exceptional nation. He clearly doesn't think we should lead the world.
No, she's not fear-mongering.
America
She's
is
just
not
making some
perfect,
points.
but I stand with the majority of
RSG, she's
Americans
just making
who
some her
believe we are
points.
still exceptional.
No
unparalleled.
fear-mongering, just her points.
And I would rather have American leadership over Chinese or Russian leadership any day of the week. Because for generations, America has offered something better. Our security and our prosperity, yes, but our democracy, our very system of government, has been the aspiration of the world. And right now, it's at risk. It's at risk when the president decides you can pick and choose what rules you want to follow, when he ignores court orders and the Constitution itself, or when elected leaders stand by and just let it happen.
Don't
But
say
it's
nothing,
also
just
at risk
let it
when
go.
the president
Let it
pits
go. Don't
Americans
say a
against
word.
each other. When he demonizes those who are different and tells certain people they shouldn't be included. Because America is not just a patch of land between two oceans. We are more than that. Generations have fought and died to secure the fundamental rights that define us. Those rights and the fight for them make us who we are. We're a nation of strivers, risk takers, innovators, and we are never satisfied. That is America's superpower.
That's right.
And look,
That's right.
I've lived and worked in many countries. I've seen democracies flicker out. I've seen what life is like when a government is rigged. You can't open a business without paying off a corrupt official. You can't criticize the guys in charge without getting a knock at the door in the middle of the night. So as much as we need to make our government more responsive to our lives today, don't for one moment fool yourself that democracy isn't precious and worth saving. But how do we actually do that? I know a lot of you have been asking that question. First, don't tune out. It's easy to be exhausted, but America needs you now more than ever. If previous generations had not fought for this democracy, where would we be today?
Right.
Second, hold your elected officials, including me, accountable.
That's right.
Watch how they're
Hold
voting.
the officials
Go to town
accountable.
halls and demand
I'm
they
calling
take
the
action.
official
That's as
tomorrow.
American as apple pie.
Tomorrow. I might
Third,
even go to the
organize.
office if they there.
Pick just one issue you're passionate about and engage.
Hold them accountable.
And doom scrolling doesn't count. Join a group that cares about your issue and act. And if you can't
I'm not
find
sure.
one, start one. Some of the most important movements in our history have come from the bottle up.
She might be
In closing,
newly elected.
We all know that our country is going through something right now. We're not sure what the next day is going to hold, let alone the next decade. But this isn't the first time we've experienced significant and tumultuous change as a country.
No, it's not.
I'm a student of history.
It's not.
And we've gone through periods of political instability before. And ultimately, we've chosen to keep changing this country for the better. But every single time, we've only gotten through those moments because of two things: engaged citizens and principled leaders. Engaged citizens who do a little bit more than they're used to doing to fight for the things that they care about, and principled leaders who are ready to receive the ball and do
She's
something
speaking
about it.
her piece
So
in her
thank you
mind
tonight
about
for caring about your country, Just by watching, you qualify as
Trump,
engaged citizens.
the speech.
And I promise
and
that
all
I
that.
and my fellow Democrats will do everything in our power to be the principled leaders that you deserve. Good night, everyone.
Okay.
Michigan Senator Alyssa Slotkin, an
Oh,
up-and-coming
she from
Democratic
Michigan,
Party,
Quinn.
former CIA agent. I said she was.
Oh, she a former CIA agent. Former CIA agent from Michigan. So what did y'all take on the tariffs that's been implemented today or at midnight? What's y'all take on it? How y'all feel about it? And who was it? Canada, they went back and they put tariffs as well. They did raise you one. No, I raised you one. Yeah. I tell you, Trump want a whole lot of stuff. He want a whole lot of stuff done. I mean, he want Congress to pass a whole lot of stuff, and I just don't. I don't see it getting done. I don't see it getting done. I don't see it at all. Making who pay who back? Who get paid back? Oh, Chris. Because my thing is, if the prices increase, say within the, as Target said, their CEO said today, if the prices increase in, say in a week, I don't know what that increase might be because they didn't ever say what it might be, and the prices increase, how are people going to account for the increase? Canada owe the U.S. money? Because they don't owe me no money. They owe the U.S. money. Well, okay. But the point is, Chris, if the prices, if they push it off on the consumers, whatever that price increase is, how are people supposed to afford that if they're already struggling? That's my question. If you're already struggling, how are you going to be able, as a result of the increase in tariffs, meaning increase in costs, and then the Target and everywhere else pass it off to the customers. And if the customers are already struggling, what is there available for the customers to assist them in the increase in the prices? I mean, the American people, to assist them in the price increase on different things from other countries. There's nothing available. So how these people, if people are already struggling, it's only gonna get worse. And then if you throw in there, if they get laid off from their job, that right there too.
it's just a mess. It really, really, all of this is just a mess. And people that saying, whomever the people are, just say the people that voted for President Trump, and from some of the videos I've seen, people is like, they're regretting their vote. They're regretting their vote. They're regretting their vote. Because they're like, they didn't know it was going to come to this. They were like, all we wanted him to do was lower the grocery bill like he said. Cut the gas down. And then when I saw a man in Canada today, baby, he was talking big stuff. He said that don't mess around and they cut off the energy that the United States get from Canada. Oh, he was talking big stuff. He was, and so the reporter lady was like, so are you saying that you'll cut off energy to the states that they get, that receive the energy? He said, if it come down to it, I said, I'm glad it's not my state. I'm glad it's not my state. Okay, wait, let me see y'all. Y'all said I missed something. Oh, I saw that. Okay, I saw this.
Including, to finish, 1,039
Oh, no,
people
is this the
between the
beginning
ages
part,
of
y'all?
220 and 229. One person between the age of 240 and 249. And one person is listed at 360 years of age. More than 100 years. More than 100 years older than our country. But we're going to find out where that money's going. And it's not going to be pretty.
And, of course, the Bobby Kennedy
Oh,
joke,
that was
one of the big
Kennedy.
lines of the night. Of course, the Democrats in the room did not celebrate Doge. In fact, they couldn't even bring themselves to stand and cheer for President Trump's pledge to remove taxes on tips and overtime and Social Security. Take a look.
Very, very big part of our plan. We had tremendous success in our first term with it. A very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Democrats tonight were so
Okay, that's what y'all was
they
talking
couldn't
about.
even
He
stand
said
for
no
Blake and
tax on
Riley's family.
tips, Social
Jocelyn
Security,
Nungary, his
overtime.
mother, a slain officer's wife, Stephanie Diller. They couldn't even stand for a beautiful 13-year-old cancer survivor who dreams of being a police officer and tonight became a Secret Service agent, DJ Daniel. He said, "This is my 5th time at a joint address from President Trump. And sadly, there is nothing this president could do or say that would make
But
these
they-
Democrats
y'all
stand
acting
and
like
cheer.
that
This has
when
now become
Biden
a
was in
party
office,
of rage and hate.
they
a
didn't do the same
radicalized
thing.
Party reduced to
They did the exact same thing when
collective
Biden was
temper
office.
tantrum,
And as a
sitting
matter
on
of
their
fact, if
hands
you want to
doing
go
nothing
back,
for the
stop
American
this.
people.
If
But
you want to go back, when Obama was in office, the Republicans, the one man that when Obama was up there trying to talk, and that one man, I can't remember his name, he shouted out, I think he called the president a liar. I think when President Obama was addressing, had his his presidential whatever you call it, and the man calling him a liar. So y'all don't act like, just like somebody's queen or somebody said, don't act like it don't be on both sides. If it's a Democrat in office and president, the Republicans is not going to go back and look. So don't try to act like, oh, they didn't even stand. They ain't stand. Y'all, this what they do. They do this. Go back and look. This is what they do. Whoever in control, and whoever the president is, the other people, they don't stand. They sit there just like this. Just like the Democrats doing. when Biden was in office, go back and look, and when he gave the State of the Union address and whatever other addresses, y'all, it was the same thing. So don't try to act like, oh, the Democrats just sitting there. They couldn't even stand for the little boy. Republicans couldn't stand either for whatever it might have been. Y'all don't act like that. Don't act like that. I ain't even going to let y'all act like that. Queen, you say the man is a jerk. He just running his mouth. I don't know about he just running his mouth, but it was another guy. What it was I probably can't find it. Let me go back. It was it's a Canadian official who threatened to shut off oil to U.S. fires back after Trump's tariffs. It was this guy. This is what he said about
now at Verizon Business.
This is what he said. This is what the official in Canada said about the U.S. and he will shut off your power. This is what he said. I was like, you gonna shut off people the power that's coming from Canada to the states and the U.S. Sir, don't have no people in the dark. They ain't got nothing to do with this. Okay, here it is.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford threatened to shut off his province's electricity exports to the United States and block shipments of Ontario's high-grade nickel, which he said provides 50% of U.S. supplies. This is per the Globe and Mail. He added, if they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do anything, including cutting off their energy. This is energy to the United States, with a smile on his face.
I saw it. He was
with
smiling.
us now is the man, I guess, behind that smile, Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario in Canada. Premier, thank you so much for being with us. Okay, what are your plans and how far are you willing to take it?
You and your kids going to be in the dark in the wintertime.
Well, first of all, I have to tell you, Canadians love Americans. We love the U.S. It's one person that's causing these problems. I've talked to senators
President Donald J. Trump
and governors, Republicans and Democrats. Not one of them agree with them. I've talked to business CEOs of the largest companies. They totally disagree with this. And President Trump ran on a mandate to lower costs, to create more jobs. This is going to do exactly the opposite. The auto sector, we buy over 400% more autos than Mexico, 200% more than anywhere in the world.
He said he gonna
he put up a smoke screen. He keeps moving the goalposts. Well, the market is speaking loud and clear. The market is going to go downhill faster than the American bobsled team, and we're going to continue seeing
Dow is down,
in the U.S. plants closed, assembly lines shut down. In the auto sector, they may last 5, maybe 8 days before the parts that go back and forth across the border 8 times. This is unnecessary.
They need to come
and
up
we
with
do have to retaliate.
Like
and I apologize to the American people. It's not you. It's your president that's causing this problem. We're the number one customer in the world to the United States. We had a great relationship. I want to continue on with that relationship, but I will use every tool in our toolbox to send a message to President Trump that this is the wrong thing to do.
How mad are Canadians this morning?
They're absolutely livid. They're furious because we look at the United States as our family. We're one big family. We've stood shoulder to shoulder in wars and every other crisis there is. We love the American people, but unfortunately, the president has gone sideways on ourselves. And you know, Ontario powers 1.5 million homes and businesses in New York, in Michigan, in Minnesota. I've talked to all 3 governors. I want to ship more electricity. I want to send more critical minerals, but I will not hesitate to use every tool in our toolbox to protect Ontarians and Canadians across the board. I've never seen patriotism run so wild across our country. Right down to the grocery aisles, people refuse to buy American products. This is not right. We love America. We love the people. And the president needs to be stopped.
If it's what I think it is, they need to.
Moderate to severe
if it's what I think it is.
Back. But now, with Skyrizi, I'm all in. Thanks to Skyrizi, I saw dramatic...
If it's what I think it is, they need to. They need to. They need to cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. So y'all, the man said, if it come to it, oh, he'll cut the power off. January 6th rider returned to Capitol Hill to apologize to police officers. They said, you don't get your... They might not like you, but he said he would cut the power off in New York, Michigan, and what he said, Minnesota. Them people said, sir, why are you talking about, we didn't even know the power come from there. Why are you putting us in there? We need our heat. We need the heat. It's wintertime. Catch us in the summertime. Oh my gosh. Oh no, y'all. That's a mess. That's a mess. President Trump, so what's y'all take though? What's y'all take on the tariffs that was implemented at midnight? Give me y'all take on that. What y'all think about that? I really didn't think it was going to... I thought it was going to be like last time when he said, midnight, but I thought he was going to change his mind. But no, he didn't. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't. Y'all, my throat is like scratchy. And yep. Why is that on my screen? So yep, I don't know what's wrong with my thing. But alright y'all, I'm about to go because I'm having issues with my thing up here. So I'm gonna come back on my phone because I don't know what's happening with my thing. Alright. I'll come back on my phone because I don't know what's going on with my thing. Alright, y'all. Oh, maybe. I didn't see everything. I have to I gotta go back and look. I don't know if the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Okay, I don't know what this thing telling me to do. But what I think about, oh, you took it off. I don't know what the stream, the bit rate. What is that? I gotta ask my son what that is. And no, I'm still here. I was just looking at. I had a thing on my screen about some bit. Oh, it's the connection. My connection might be going in and out, y'all. But I'm back. It says good now. I ain't going nowhere yet. So what y'all think about oh wait, Fatima asked me something, but she took it down. What did y'all still haven't answered my question about what y'all think about the tariffs that was put on at midnight? Do y'all agree with them? What'd you say, Quinn? Speed your thing. I don't understand what you said. Okay, let me get out of that one. I don't even know. What you said? I don't know what you mean, Quinn. All I gotta say, just get ready to be paying more money for stuff. Just get ready to be paying more money for stuff because they already said we're gonna pay more money. So just get ready. Yeah, I think it was the speed. It said something. Yeah, I think it was something about the speed, but it says excellent now. You fine with them? Well, we ain't got no other choice but to be fine with it, though. But my thing is, oh, dang. I'm about to come up with me I'm going to go check the price of eggs out tomorrow, y'all. I'm going to see what they are tomorrow on Wednesday. And then to see how this might, affect it. And you know what? From China, we get pork, beef. I know they said pork and beef. And I'm thinking, what kind of pork we getting from China? I was thinking like, pork? Yeah. It said bit rate was something. But now I say excellent. It was a warning. Yeah, it was a warning. And I was like, well, what in the world? But now it said excellent now. I was like, what in the world? But I figured it was connection. But now it says good though. Yeah. Oh, yep. What about the speech? $6 in Atlanta for real? Wow, $6? Okay, $6. Okay, if that's what you say. For $6 might not be pretty good. It might not be pretty good for $6. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm I don't know about that. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Well, I'm about to go though because it is 11:44 and I missed the gym this morning because I overslept. And I gotta get there tomorrow. Well, my trainer ended up moving it since I overslept. I woke up at 4:41. And I should have been walking out the door at 4:45. So we're gonna switch it and change it to another day. But I gotta be there in the morning. So I wanna be in the bed, get in the bed. So excuse me, y'all. So we're going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to pick this back up tomorrow. No, we ain't going to pick this back up tomorrow. Oh, eggs, $6? No, they not that here. I told y'all, remember last week? No, that week before last. When I went to Family Dollar, and it was $8.35. Somebody said they went to Family Dollar, and they were $8.99. So they must have went up. Since I went 2 weeks ago, $8.99. But I saw a video today, and it said that eggs are projected to be 40% to increase by 40% throughout the end of this year. 40% increase on eggs throughout this whole, by the end of the year. If they $8 right now, that's $3.20. Baby, they're gonna be $12 a dozen. They already $8.99 a dozen. So 9, 4, 13. No. No. That's for just a dozen, Queen? Dozen eggs? I haven't bought eggs. Ooh, probably in about a month and a half. I ain't bought eggs in a month and a half. We got a wind advisory tomorrow. Well, I guess tomorrow. Let me see. I guess tomorrow. Oh, I don't know it. Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'm about to go, y'all. And thank y'all for joining. And we'll pick back up tomorrow. So I got to get into bed because I do not want to oversleep. Thank y'all so much. Thanks, Queen. I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Have a good night. Bye. Good talking to y'all. Bye.